Dun 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 dun. Gold Series, and more Megatins, and dun 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 more. So much Gold Series here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about the adventure of the Gold Series 2021 Eldorado. 33.8% of you guys have not smashed like a crap out of the subscribe button. Smash it so we can get to 100K. Today, we're going to be talking about Eldorado, ladies and gentlemen. This was the latest in Gold Series technology from Konami. And I went a little bit ham on this set. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Besides, you know, Wave 3 of tins finally showing up after... how long has that been? So, a little bit of an update on this set, or kind of start here. Looks like, I think we got half up front for this, which means that there is more Eldorado to come. For the most part, Wave 1 pretty much got eaten up by the general consensus of the community. Most people massively excited for this set. The alternate arts were the selling point for this set. Let's be honest here. The unicorn, the rescue cat, all that was good. So I was saying, you know what, we'll take it a little bit slow this year on Gold Series. I'm not too sure what's going on because they were very quiet about this Gold Series, other than they were like a couple of new alternate arts and, you know, some returning ones. We knew Plasma would be in here, but they kind of knocked out of the park and made this one of the better sets of the year. Now, one of the things that I'm kind of complaining about is, I think we've been through, what, 5, 6 of these little boxes. Now, that might not seem like a large amount to you, but literally each one of these has 5 more boxes on the inside for the American ones, whereas I think the EU has 6 packs inside of theirs, and their displays are a little bit different, so it's just a little bit more spread out with things. But I have pulled so many Starlight Roads, so many Torrential Tributes out of this set, and I feel like clumping is very much a factor on this set from what I've seen so far, because we opened up one box of these. I crap you not, we saw like 4 rays, 5 roses. I'm like, what in the world is that distribution? We opened another box, seen no Eldritches. 4 or 5 boxes later, we finally hit 2 Golden Lords in the same box and a unicorn. I'm like, hello, variants? Alright. We also had a box that had double Verte Anaconda in it. How many access codes out of 5 of these? 0. I Nike you not. Access code on that super short print status out here. And you're probably like, well, Robbie, Konami doesn't short print. This is not a main set. Konami strictly said for our version of the game that this is a side set. This isn't Battle of Chaos. This isn't Bust of Destiny. You know, it's not those upfront crazy power sets that people really go nuts for. So here's where I'm sitting on this right now. I think long term, in a year, this will be good. If you look at last year's Gold Series, that crap went up so much. You know, so many people looked at last year's Gold and was like, you know, this set's not like crazy. Like, yeah, the Blue Eyes and the Dark Mission were good. Sealed, it does the same thing every time. I always love reading the comments from you guys. You're like, oh my god, like, you're so stupid for investing in this stuff. Hello? Year? Turn around? You're good to go. The trend... It doesn't ever... there are very few exceptions to that rule. Fist of the Gadgets was one of them. Alright, that was horrible. But the general rule is, the further that... You guys ready for some economics? Ooh! The further that the supply dwindles, alright, the more the price goes up. Wow! I understand a lot of people don't understand economics, and a lot of people would just rather bash their heads across the keyboard. I understand, alright? This stuff's not for everybody. So, the overall investment for this is, what was it? It was about $12,000 for this set. That's nothing compared to since so many other vendors spend way more than me. And to the guy that always comments and goes, Robbie, I know you just went out to Walmart and bought out everything. Yeah, you really think that? You really think Walmart just has this much in one store? Come on now. Let's use that little thingy up there, have you call, a brain, shall we? That's not the case. I always love those comments. Can never really tell if they're serious. I think they're serious. People seem to be really serious about that. So we're kind of going to long haul this for a little bit on the second wave. The first wave, I wanted to make sure that everybody had the chance to get their hands on some. They turned out really well, actually. The general reception that I had from the player base for this one was actually really good. Unlike the tins. People still want cases of tins. We're this far in right now, and the price has dropped quite a lot on the stuff. But people still want to open tins, all right? We're heading on into December here, all right? They were supposed to, like an October thing? I never remember when everything's been so delayed this year and so up in the air. It's actually kind of crazy. I like just the formalities of cases of this stuff are still selling on the secondary market. And people are like, no, they're not. You really, just remember, we're one small part of the heliosphere of the entire Yu-Gi-Oh community. Just because you don't want Gold Series doesn't mean that somebody else won't want Gold Series. I always make that analogy when we look at these types of videos. It doesn't matter what you are, the one small little insect on the entire investing sphere. There are so many other people out there that will take up positions, do crazy stuff to make sure that they can get what they want out of the set. So overall, I'm indifferent about this set. The misprints are as bad as last year. I'm just seeing gold globs on these cards. Like, I crap you not. There's just pure blobs of gold on these things. And, I'm going to be honest with you. Quality control hasn't necessarily been the best, but the world situation hasn't necessarily been the best. Yu-Gi-Oh! Products now on allocation, effectively, which isn't a bad thing. All right? I think that these products being available in waves at the moment kind of helps out the secondary market, because that means that people can't really like pump and dump and buy out everything. And our market versus the EU market on card market has been a little bit different of a story. They have, most of their stuff ends up being lower than ours because, between French, Italian, German, all the different languages available over there, our side of things seems still a different story. So access code, most expensive. What is it? Verte Anaconda, second most expensive. You can't say I'm not surprised about that at this point in time. And then also to kind of follow things up here, the alternate arts still are the driving point for the set. So will the alt arts in the long-term hold? I could see the Black Rose going up. That wouldn't surprise me at all, actually, considering like most of the fan base seems to be a little bit of a crazy duelist, really crazy mindset for Akiza. You guys know who your degenerates are. So, I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say about the set. Future investments. Albaz Strike, Structure Deck. I'm actually really looking forward to that. Ghost from the Trash 2, Dumpster Edition. We're going to go in on this one. I can't wait. Oh my gosh. After last year's absolute dumpster, I can't wait to see what this year we're doing. And also, should we do possible live breaks for these sorts of releases? It's kind of something that a few of my community members were asking about. Like, hey, can we go in for these so we can open them, see what we can get, around release, and see if we need to go pick up stuff. Is that something that you guys want to see? I know Sam did that. We can do what Sam did, cheaper. Alright, effectively. I think price point does matter. I understand supporting your favorite content creators is a thing, but price point is always an effective measure. Right, ladies and gentlemen? You can get things cheap and affordable. It's what you like to see, right? As long as quality is intact. You know what I mean. So, Albaz Strike goes from the trash too. Not going to go too hard on Battle of Chaos, but those seems to be the current window sphere for what we're looking at right now. Also, update to Office. Actually, I don't know what'll happen first. I hit 100K or it'll be finished. We have concrete poured. We're currently waiting on rafters and the supplies for walls as we're heading into December in the Midwest. Can't wait. We'll see what happens first. Guys, I will see your beautiful faces back here later on the day with some more cool, awesome content. You guys stay safe out there. Peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out MColeGames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.